Hello, podcast listener. Welcome to this episode of JJ Meets World, the sellout episode. We need money, and we'll explain why. Sit back, relax, enjoy this episode of JJ Meets World, and then provide us some capital to keep it going. And by the way, if you'd like to help support our podcast, visit jjmeetsworld.com where you can donate to our Patreon, pick up some killer swag at our merch shop, or click the link to Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star review.
1, 2, 3, 4. J.J. Gordon, sort of like that Indiana Jones, in that he's always sniffing out his next adventure. Yes, he is! He's always interviewing guests so he can have them on his show and they can talk about pop culture, arts, and leisure. J.J. has his flag unfurled and he likes his french fries curled, and he's fun and then he twirls as he goes to meet the world. He will march into the rain even if his ankle sprained. Take a peek inside his brain. This podcast is called JJ Meets World.
JJ Meets World, we announced that we have this new space, and we're excited about it, but it does cost quite a bit of money. And not just the space itself, but fitting up the space.
And that was actually kind of a surprise to me.
How much money it was going to cost?
That it would cost us money.
Okay, apparently I have been keeping track of the economy.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, infatuation is big. Inflationation.
I really thought Jay was going to go for, like, a trade.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I
like
was ready.
We would read his personal bio and sales profile, like, once a week at the top of the show. Mm-hmm. And I thought that would be worth at least 6 months' rent. And then he showed up, and he's like, no, you have to pay me, like, right now.
I think instead what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to tell people to find Nay Jelson. And then just kind of like make it a little harder for them to find it. But we need to get a couple couches in here for naps. But we also need to just fit up the space. Now,
the mini fridge is empty. Also, we don't have a mini fridge.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Because we had a full mini fridge, and I sold it for some magic beans that turned out to just be old roaches.
This whole time, JJ is literally sitting on a countertop.
Yeah.
Like a marble countertop.
I mean, it's nice. It's a nice countertop.
I'm in a
camping
camping
take my
chair.
weight.
But so JJ and I, were confronted with this new economic reality. So we took a sales course middle of last week.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way, for spotting the fee to sign up for
You got it. It was at the Courtyard by Marriott, and we got 2 free drink coupons.
Yeah, Hatch knows a lot. He really does know a lot of stuff, doesn't he?
It's so good.
Yeah, it's amazing, like the things I learned from him in that presentation.
Right. I mean, it really
helped me.
6.5 hours, but it flew by like it was only 4 hours.
It really helped me. I thought I was gonna come away with 1 or 2 sales, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah,
it met my expectations, and it's rare that things do.
We went out, and Tucker was able to drum up 3 clients, and I'm impressed with that. I was only able to get 2. But now JJ Meets World does have official sponsorships. We still would like you to go to the Patreon page and give to this, to JJ Meets World. We're still accepting people at Patreon. I am fine selling parts of this show to worthy sponsors. But then that's the thing is not just anybody, right? Like I'm not going to just all of a sudden let Target Corp have a part of our show, right? I'm going to vet them. I'm still sad that we don't have any of that sweet MeUndies money.
Yeah.
I noticed that they've moved a lot of it to Facebook, which is odd because the age demographic do not match the type of underpants that they're selling.
Well, we're putting our stories on Facebook right now too, and we can start, maybe gathering more of a viewer base there.
Okay, well, it's that time. It's time for our first promo of the evening, and here we go. Are you ready for this? Okay, so this is the first one. Hello, my name is Benjamin Buchanan, founder and senior partner at Buchanan Law, Wisconsin's first fully licensed law firm for bears. Are you in desperate need of affordable legal representation for your business? Are you also a plantigrade carnivore of the family Ursidae? Buchanan Law can help. From commercial litigation and civil forfeiture to camping disputes and salmon support, Buchanan is ready to serve you. Buchanan Law is fully prepared to represent the following bear species: Eurasian brown bear, East Siberian brown bear, grizzly bear, Kodiak bear, Alaskan peninsula brown bear, Tibetan blue bear, Hokkaido brown bear, cinnamon bear, California black bear, glacier bear, British Columbian Kermode or spirit bear, Alexander archipelago bear, polar bear, East Greenland polar bear, Chukchi sea bear, Szechuan panda, Queeling panda, Bornean sun bear. Give us a growl today and find out what Buchanan law can do for you. Benjamin Buchanan is licensed to operate in the counties of Marquette and Green Lake. For a brief consultation, call 1-800-BEAR-LAWYER. Payment methods accepted include honeycombs, picnic baskets, and bushels covered in berries. Polar bear hybrids such as bullies or growler bears need not apply. I'm really proud of the fact that we could have just such great sponsors. But the meat and potatoes of this episode is something I've wanted to talk about for a long time, which is I think I maybe missed my calling to be a rancher. Okay. So I've seen the show Yellowstone.
You've been watching a lot of Yellowstone.
Right. And I feel like
Little Dances with Wolves.
Just a smidge.
And a bit of Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
And so much. I've watched the movie City Slickers like 20 times.
Yeah.
I think that I could have done that.
I think you're right. I think you could have too.
Right? I think like being on a horse and getting like corralling the animals.
You know how when you and I go to Applebee's and we order boneless wings and you say, I'd like a big side of ranch, please. The way you say ranch has always made me feel like, I think JJ would be really good at being a rancher.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, just the way it comes off. It's like this man, that sounds like he said it while he was on a horse.
I feel like one of the things
outside.
The only thing I'd have to learn is walking out onto a porch with like a steaming mug of like a steaming metal mug of something in the morning and take a sip.
Branding irons. You got to like shovel hay, I guess, from time to time.
You pitch hay.
Yeah.
You don't shovel it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But you can pitch hay, or maybe you're the rancher who shovels it, Like you could make your own version of being a rancher.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think that'd be nice.
In fact, maybe I'm the first rancher to invent a spring-loaded shovel-pitchfork combo. Kind of like a spork-like like combo. And when I'm doing my ranching, and I don't know, maybe I'm ranching cows. Maybe do you ranch pigs? I think people farm pigs, but I would have a pig ranch.
See, I think
it'd be called JJ's Hog Heaven.
I always assumed that you're a rancher, regardless of the critter. It's really that they're on a ranch.
They're on a ranch.
I think. I'm no Yellowstone expert. I'm not a cowboy. I'm definitely not a rancher. The way I say ranch sounds like I was in a basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like you belong at the pizza ranch.
It's pathetic. Like I usually feel judged by the waitress.
Oh, time for another sponsor.
Oh, hold on one second. Hello, I'm Tucker Lucas, producer and engineer of JJ Meets World podcast and sausage casing supplier. We as a nation are splintered, and that's exactly what they want from us. I'm here today to talk to you about the greatest threat to democracy and monarchy the world has ever faced. Bees. Lethal, thieving, and swords on their butts. The average bee kills 4 children every hour during the pollen season. They drink the precious nectar from our flowers and steal the breath from babies. Bees have toppled empires for generations. That's why we are proud supporters of Be Safe, a series of educational videos that will be played before films at local libraries. These films will show children and the elderly how to defend our nation against those stinging bastards. For more information or to donate, go to www.angelfire.com/bees are not cool /MorganFreemanLies.org. Yeah, it's really cool that there's another Tucker Lucas in town who also happens to produce JJ Meets World. I think that's amazing that, the fact that was how I was able to open it actually when I sold that to him.
That's a good icebreaker.
I said,
we share a lot in common.
We have a lot in common. We look a lot alike. We live in the same house. We have the same bathroom. I see you every morning. And I sold this to him and he was great.
I don't think, we just talked about me being a rancher. I know I could never be a salesman.
You're bad at it.
Right. I
Very bad
watch
at
people like try and make sales.
Pathetic.
And it is a career that like I think I could do a lot of other stuff, but sales is definitely not one of them. And I'm not talking about like cold calling and selling a product. You know, I couldn't work at a car lot. I couldn't work at a hot tub store. I couldn't go and sell advertising.
Do you know what your problem is?
What?
You're not aggressive enough.
Is that what it is?
You lack. You ever seen that movie with Alec Baldwin where
The Godfather?
No, but it's the one where he's got like the swinging brass balls.
Godfather Part 2.
And it's the one where he's like coffees for closers and it's
Muppet Treasure Island.
Thank you. That's it. Muppet Treasure Island. You're like the Muppet in the Treasure Island, right? You don't know what you're doing. And that's what it's like. It's like you try to sell someone something, they're like, that's like a Muppet from Treasure Island. That's not someone who I want. That's going to sell me a car. I'm not getting in a car that guy sold to me.
Have you ever seen that Alec Baldwin sketch from SNL where it's Glengarry Glen Ross, but it's at Santa's workshop?
No.
And he plays the same character talking to the elves, and he's like, Coco's for closers.
I do love that they wrote that scene specifically for him to be in the movie, which is great because that scene steals the entire movie.
Alec Baldwin, has had some really iconic roles over the years. One of my favorites is they also wrote the line in The Departed for him, like, God bless the Homeland Security Act, when he's like wiretapping illegally. But lest we forget, he was also in the Cat in the Hat movie with Mike Myers, which was just abysmal.
Did they ever put that scene written for him in the movie into the stage play?
It's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, it would make sense, right? Especially if it's a new generation of people who maybe hear about the play from the movie, right? The classic film or whatever.
I think they probably did. I would have to imagine.
Right.
Because, I mean, David Mamet wrote both, right?
Yeah. I believe so. Yeah. I mean, I believe... And I'm trying to remember the backstory. We'll have to look it up on the interweb, but it was something along the lines of like Alec wanted to be in the movie. And it was like, there's no scene for you, but I'm going to write you one. I think it was something along the lines like that. And kills it. Crushes it.
I love actors who are like way above that point of needing to take a small part, but take a small part. Like, for example, I love the movie Sneakers with Robert Redford. Robert Redford, Sidney Poitier, River Phoenix,
Michael Jordan,
Dan Aykroyd, and James Earl Jones has like 4 minutes of screen time at the very end as like an unnamed FBI agent.
That's right.
It's great. Oh, time for another sponsor. In a city where power, violence, and seduction reign, where crime is the only currency you can spend, evil has a new enemy. He was a man from the wrong side of the tracks. She was a wild game hunter whose broken time machine had stranded her in 1982 Los Angeles. Now, together these star-crossed lovers from America's newest crime-fighting duo, TJ and Moonchild. TJ Gunman, a disgraced cop with a dark past. You wouldn't understand me, Moonchild. You didn't grow up like I did on the streets. Moonchild Estevez 2000, a cyborg fembot trapped in time hunting endangered animal species. I understand perfectly, human. I understand that if I don't hunt what your kind refers to as the African bush elephant to extinction, I'll never be able to gather enough ivory tusks to power my time machine and bring me back to the year 3092. With his keen deduction skills, with her fusion-powered blunderbuss and gravity-reversing safari hat, he will get married and then combine forces. We'll get married and then combine forces to take on the violent street gangs terrorizing the city. This summer at select Marcus Theaters, it's TJ and Moonchild, America's newest married, sexually monogamous private detective superhero team. Opening July 4th. Tickets on sale now.
Wow, that sounds like a good movie.
I'm going to have to get my tickets for that one for sure.
Yeah, TJ and Moonchild.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like that.
And this is
It sounds like it's not an adaptation, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's based off of a Agatha Christie novel.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite. And then there were None, Murder on the Orient Express,
Wonderful.
TJ
Wonderful.
and Moonchild.
Everyone says that the cinema's dead.
Right? This one's not going straight to streaming. We actually have another that we'll get through right here. So if you're just hitting skip, here's another chance for you.
Hello, friends. How many times has this happened to you? You're all set to pop the question to that special someone, and whoops, she's already married. Don't become another locker room joke. Subscribe to Flugenheim Masters and Bartley, attorneys at law. No married chicks package. Our expert private investigators will make sure she isn't married, soon to be widowed, or already pregnant. Their satisfied customers include podcast producers like me, Tucker Bradley Lucas. I fell for married women over and over, each time breaking my little heart. But not anymore. Next time I ask someone to marry me, my only worry will be bees ruining our outdoor ceremony. I trusted these attorneys with my money, my little heart, and to ensure that I won't propose to another married woman. Marriage legality, not to be questioned, and only single men may engage in service. The attorneys and pies of Flugenheim Masters and Bartley reserve the right to challenge the male suitor in cases of mutual love. Yeah, a lot of law firms advertising on local podcasts these days.
I mean, it's where I would put my advertising dollars.
It's good. That's actually the third law firm client we've actually had on the podcast, which is pretty excellent.
Oh, you know what I like the most about law firms, just in general?
Yeah.
How when you walk in there, it's all about intimidation.
Yeah, they're
even
firm.
if you are their client,
Very firm.
right?
Yeah.
They want you to feel like if I don't engage with your services, I'm SOL.
Yeah. I'm a piece of shit. That's what that means.
Uh-huh.
That's what
Have
SOL means.
Have you ever engaged a lawyer?
I've seen one before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like out and about?
Yeah. I've never proposed to one though. But luckily I'm not Tucker Bradley Lucas.
I know.
Because, it's weird how many podcasters in this town named Tucker Lucas there are.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I like that you guys are each using your middle name.
Yeah. Well,
Like that to distinguish yourself.
the Council of Tuckers, that's what we do. That's how we recognize the differences. Otherwise, we would just think we're walking into a mirror.
Have you ever met outside of the Council of Tuckers here? Have you ever met another Tucker?
Every Tucker I've met has been a golden retriever. Outside of the Council of Tuckers in Fargo here.
Interesting.
And that's just the Fargo chapter. Usually we stay underground, so you don't usually run into other people.
Like mole men?
Yeah, most of our meetings are through teams.
I'm kind of in a bad place right now because the Vikings last year drafted J.J. McCarthy to be a quarterback. And so I don't like the fact that there's other JJs. Mm-hmm. And that does hurt me. Like, it really does. It cuts me down because I've worked so hard to, like, brand this name. And not that J.J. McCarthy hasn't worked hard, but I am older than he is.
Yep.
And I would appreciate if he just would go by something, like, Big J, something like that.
Yeah. Big JJ, something like that.
I started talking about this on my radio show recently, the fact that I go by JJ. I've always gone by JJ. And you can't give yourself a nickname, even though I tried really hard. And your dad is the only person who calls me the nickname that I picked, which is Deuce. And it's much better. Like our friend Phil wanted people to call him Jacket as like a nickname.
Which Phil?
Phil Lund wanted to be. He's like, call me Jacket.
Because actually, I could see either of them asking.
Yeah.
For that. But also, that's not a good nickname.
No, it's not a good nickname at all.
Yeah, it sounds like
I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good at giving people nicknames. I've excelled at it for a long time.
Why did he think that would be a good one?
Jacket?
Yeah.
I think he was just looking for something. I think also like
The Philly Pig.
Philly Pig is like it's probably said he didn't want us to call him Philly Pig, and but like that also was a great nickname, right? Like a good nickname is something that you are honored with, and even if there's some like fun that's part of it, it still is endearing because people chose to give you a nickname. There's a kid in the improv troupe, and I started calling him Big T, and I think he likes it. I think he's gonna put it on like a Letterman's jacket.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
Oh.
I always liked how Gandalf had different names from different areas of the land. He's like, well, down here I'm known as Mithrandir, but over there they call me the Grey Pilgrim, but over here I'm known as this. I would love that if like every state I went to, there was like a culture of people there that knew me by a different name. And like, well, we know he's Tucker, but we call him, the Wonder or something. Wonder Bread.
It's like how people who know and have worked with Robert De Niro call him Bob or Bobby De Niro.
Yep.
I would never be able to do that.
No.
But I would like to call Martin Scorsese Marty. I think that would be fun. I also think it'd be fun to like take someone who's ultra famous and confuse their name, like Steven Spielberg, and be like, "Hey, you're Sammy Spielberg, right?"
Yeah.
I think that'd be great. It's time for one more.
One more, and then I think we'll have chipped off about. Let me see. Just math here.
A third of our debt.
Nope, we're not. Let me see. You
Not
sold
quite
the
there.
first two for 20 apiece. I sold that one for 15. That was 12. That was a hot dog. So 40, 70. No, I think we have to do another 15 or 20 of these sales to get through 2025.
This is also a good time to remind you that if you want to advertise on JJ Meets World, it's listened to by so many people that these advertisers have trust us.
Yep.
And of course, we're going to be doing some testimonials later on about how much business is coming in from JJ Meets World.
Yeah.
Because you don't know this, but when you download this, in the background of your phone, a tracking app has also. And don't worry, it's not going to ask you. Ask not to track.
Yep.
It automatically tracks
Yep.
you.
Yep.
In fact, you could call it the honeybee of apps, because it gets in there and it lives in there and it shares all your secrets.
Yeah.
So you're being tracked. And this is our last ad for today.
Hey, get some ice cream. Yeah, ice cream. Frozen cow milk with sugar. Hey, kids love it. Try it. Are you afraid? Hey, don't be scared. It's not a bunch of bees. Hey, bees like sugary things. They hate the cold. Hey, have you heard of wrestling? Ice Cream Man is a good wrestling name. Hey, try ice cream on a hot day. Don't lick it, eat it. Hey, my mom loves ice cream. My dad hates bees. Hey, scary things aren't nice. Nice things shouldn't be scary. Hey, ice cream makes me happy. Hey, get your tires from Les Schwab.
That's going to wrap it up for today's show. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to help us continue to produce new episodes each week, visit jjmeetsworld.com, where you can donate to our Patreon, pick up some swag at the merch shop, or follow our link to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. You can also follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all the sites the cool kids are using these days. JJ Meets World is produced every week by Tucker Lucas. You can find out more about Tucker's work by visiting moonbasemaria.com. If you want to get in touch with your host with the most, check out linebenders.com, where you can find direct contact info for JJ or booking information. Tucker, this might not be the right time to tell you, but I'm not getting paid for any of the ads I sold. I took them all in exchange for us to put advertising on their podcasts.